This painting's called Each Life is a Universe, and it's probably the most personal one in the series for me. A lot of things played into the imagery, starting with my grandma's Shabbat candlesticks, which I inherited from her when she passed away last year. Now, there's a beautiful Jewish saying that people say when referring to someone who has passed on, and that is, "May their memory forever be a blessing." And this is one way that her memory continues to be a blessing for me. These are, like I said, our Shabbat candlesticks. So on the Jewish Sabbath, when it begins on Friday night, the women light these candles and say a blessing out loud, and then they continue and say a private prayer. Now, my grandma, or Bubby, as all of her grandkids called her, would always take a really long time saying her prayer. And one of my cousins at her funeral, at my grandma's funeral, my cousin said that one time she asked her, "Bubby, what takes you so long?" And Bubby said that she was praying for each of us by name. Now, we have a really big family, so that took a long time. It would have been so much easier for her to just lump us all into one and pray for her beautiful family, as she liked to call us. But she cared for us all individually, and so she took the time to pray for each of us by name. We were worth that effort, we were worth the time. The idea behind this painting is that each life matters. The unfortunate thing about listening to the news and hearing war statistics, the number of people who've been killed or taken hostage, is that we become really desensitized and we start to think of people as numbers and lose track of the fact that they are each individual people and they each matter. We can't let war and conflict desensitize us in this way. We can't let it devalue human life. And so I created this imagined still life where I painted her Shabbat candles and all their reflectiveness with the candles lit. I placed them on the royal blue carpet that we all loved in my grandparents' home growing up, and placed them in front of an empty doorway. And then I stitched each of our names around the border, connected to each other. When I came up with this idea, I really tried to find some other way to do this because it was going to take forever to stitch each of our names. It'd be really difficult. And then I realized that's kind of the point. The point was that each name mattered. Each person was worth the time and effort. Now, the title is Each Life is a Universe because there's also a Jewish saying that each life is a whole universe. So I added in these stars, this galaxy back here. And the idea behind that is all of the people we influence, all of the things we do, people we run into, future generations. It's not just one life. There's a ripple effect. It's a whole universe. Psalm 147:4 reads, "He telleth the numbers of the stars, he calleth them all by their names." Each one is remembered and every one matters. This painting is a plea to remember that, to remember the value of every human life.